So 2024 was the year that Apple brought Apple Intelligence to the masses, and it's left a lot to be desired. Everyone said how gimmicky a lot of these features are. We have been super critical as well on what they've done here. Some features are genuinely useful, specifically around a much smarter Siri, thanks to ChatGPT's integration. But Image Playground, Genmoji, some of the writing tools, it just seems a little bit lackadaisical and really more gimmicky. Now, having said that, 2025 is here and we have high hopes for what Apple plans to continue for their next iPhones and including Apple Intelligence eligible devices that are currently out. Let's jump in to what to expect in 2025. So one of the first updates that we are very excited about is priority notifications. So notification summaries have been available for a while and we know kind of how junky they've been. They got a lot of criticism behind it, but priority notifications hopefully will give us some improvement and will now allow notifications to be marked, well, as priority and will show up as a notification stack as you can see here right on your lock screen. That's one of the first ones and probably one of the more exciting ones I'm happy to see. I'm very surprised in its current state that iOS 18.3 Beta 1 does not have that. Hopefully in the coming weeks or month, we should have that update dropping. The next one is obviously some other new Siri features. So we already know obviously about the new Siri design that we all have, as you can see here, and just how improved it has been thanks to ChatGPT. You can see already how it's reading and it's been pretty flawless, I will say. Still somewhat limited in what it can do as opposed to Gemini and all that, but it definitely has been an improvement. But in the future, Siri is going to be even smarter and can actually get support for personal context, on-screen awareness, and deeper app integration. If you hypothetically have a website open, like we have search for Florida maps, and say, what's on my screen? It will work, analyze what's on the display here, and show you that it wants to send a screenshot that it just took to ChatGPT to get better context. You can say send. It's going to work with ChatGPT, and in a few seconds, it'll show you a summary up top here of what you're looking at. And it says your screen shows a Google search result page displaying various vintage and artistic maps for Florida. That's correct, and it keeps breaking it down as needed here. So very nice to see. It is pretty neat, but that will even improve here in the next near future as well. Personal context will allow Siri to keep track of everything on your device, like text messaging, emails, files, and photos. So Siri can really help you find anything you're looking for just by asking. It'll be a nice addition there as well. Hopefully, as soon as, again, it's in beta and we can test it, Siri will also be able to do a lot more things in apps and between apps, mainly being the biggest change in Siri's ability to get things done. Whereas now we currently don't have anything like that. You'll be able to edit a photo and send it to someone all with a simple single command. Should be pretty neat. Next isn't really in relation to iOS, it's more just macOS, and that is Genmoji support, and that we actually do have currently in the macOS Sequoia 15.3 build that is out. As you can see here, it works pretty easy. You do it the exact same way as you do on an iPhone, just by going into your emojis and actually selecting the smiling sign with the plus sign over it. One thing that we haven't seen in any beta yet is memory movies for macOS. That should be coming as well here in the near future. And then obviously Apple Intelligence in more languages and more countries and all of that. The biggest question is going to be, A, how is all of these new Apple Intelligence features going to operate with battery life, since we know it really does take a beating on our iPhones? What's really surprising is that iOS 18.3 Beta 1 did not have any single new Apple Intelligence features, which is somewhat surprising for what we were expecting. However, granted that the timing of all of this and that first beta coming out before the end of the year, we knew we probably wouldn't see too much until January. Well, January is only a few days away, and here comes the Monday of the 6th, where we are anticipating actually receiving the second beta. So hopefully there will be something new in that build to give us something to hold us over for a new Apple Intelligence features in 18.3. That should actually fully launch either at the end of January or more likely, what I'm assuming, to be around the beginning of February, around the 3rd. Aside from that, iOS 18.4 and its other updates will still be tested for a couple months. Those will probably drop in February. and that will hold some other new Apple Intelligence features that we're describing here, and possibly some other ones, including the battery intelligence that I'm super excited about. It's silly, but thanks to what Google has done with Android devices and giving you that time to full charge, I think that's a no-brainer for Apple to add. The code's already there, allegedly. We just have to see it pushed to one of these betas. But aside from that, that's all we know right now. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you are most likely looking forward to for Apple Intelligence, or are you just not a fan of it since most of the stuff already released is just gimmicky? Let us know. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.